really see the real strawberries in here, really bring out the color. It looks beautiful, it's gorgeous, it has a lot of crunch to it. Really see the color out of this ice cream, nice and healthy. Can't wait to try it. It's something you would get at your Ralph's. This is really good.
It is really good. You should open up an ice cream store.
This is really good, guys. You have to make this if you haven't done so already. It's phenomenal. I think this is better than like store-bought, even going to like a homemade ice cream store.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So make this at home. It's that I use it actually healthier than just all these preservatives that they add into the stuff. Highly recommend it. Go home, try it, make it, and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of today's video. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be making a strawberry shortcake ice cream flavor. It's really good, it's simple, it's easy. You can add to it, you can get creative with it. You can go to your store and buy strawberry ice cream mix, but personally for me, if I'm going to be making ice cream at home, I want it to be of high quality, not of low quality. So, what you're going to need is your big mixing bowl. You're going to need your whisk. You're going to need your handy dandy 1 pint ice cream maker. Now, if you want to be able to make more pints, you can double this recipe because this recipe only calls for 1 pint. But if you want to go ahead and make more, you can duplicate the recipe and make it evenly. Also, if you wanted to, if you have a bigger ice cream machine, let's say you make 3/4 or 3 pints, double the recipe according to the amount that your machine takes. Anyway, you're going to need a 1 cup measuring spoon. You're going to need a 1/4 cup measuring spoon. You're going to want a spatula. This comes handy later. You're also going to need another 1/2 cup measuring spoon. 3 testing spoons. This is for tasting the flavor to make sure the ice cream is up to par, up to taste. I don't know exactly what this is called. It has like a little blade on the bottom. This machine unfortunately does not work, so you will not be able to use this today in today's video, unfortunately. But if you have one, use it to your advantage. But if you don't have one, we're going to find a way to problem solve because in the kitchen, it's all about problem solving. We're also going to be using one of these things, like the smasher, to smash the strawberries, because clearly that machine is broken. So I'm trying to find avenues or ways for us to smash down the strawberry, because when you put it into the machine, it's not going to be able to move it very evenly. So you want to be able to get that strawberry all around. We also did go to the store earlier today and we got ourselves some caramel crunchy biscuits. This is what you're going to need. You can get whatever brand you want, but I prefer this brand because it's European, which means it's a lot healthier and better for the body. Grab yourself some half and half and heavy whipping cream. And this is important because heavy whipping cream and half are the most important ingredients when making ice cream, particularly when you're on my channel, because these two are going to get that rich, creamy flavor that we are looking for. Either some sort of sugar substitute, so I either grab cane sugar or you can use honey. Now, again, if you have all those ingredients at home, you can use them. If you don't have the ingredients, feel free to keep it as is. Let the natural flavor of the food speak for itself. So don't panic if you're on a budget. Again, just use what's available to your home. Don't try to go outside your budget just to make something for your family. Just do what you can, and you can always improve upon it later on. This is also a great sugar substitute. This is a really good brand, by the way. Phenomenal. It does spoil very rapidly because it doesn't have preservative like other jams do, but phenomenal brand. It tastes amazing. This is not sponsored, but if you were to come across this brand, highly recommend it. You cannot go wrong with this brand. This is a great sugar substitute. So I just went out and grabbed a bag of frozen strawberries. Just let it defrost completely in the fridge for at least 24 hours to 48 hours. I had it in the fridge for about 48 hours, so completely stayed and saturated in the strawberry juice, but will further enhance the flavor of today's ice cream. Now, if you do have a ceramic bowl, put these in the freezer. It will chill it, so when you do scoop ice cream later on to try it, it would actually not melt, because most ice cream when you get from like other ice cream parlors or places, they don't melt very rapidly because they have a chemical component to preserve the ice cream from melting. But when you make ice cream at home, it has a lower melting point, so it's going to melt a lot faster. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is get our strawberries prepped and ready for the ice cream. We're going to use about a half of a pound of this bag. And the next thing that we're going to do, we are going to take our strawberry bag and we are going to use about 1.5 cup measuring cup to be able to scoop it out of this bag of frozen strawberries. This is roughly about what we're looking for here. We're looking for about this amount of strawberries. You also have the juices in here. That's exactly what you want. Could it enhances that strawberry flavor that you're looking for. All right, I'm gonna put this in this bowl because we're gonna reuse it. All right, so now that the strawberries in there, we are now gonna be ready to smash up the strawberries. So you can take our handy dandy smasher. We're gonna smash it manually. So this is roughly about 1.5 cup of strawberries. We've been mashing it for a little bit now. This is exactly the consistency that we're looking for. Because if you remember anything about Strawberry Shortcake Ice Cream, there are a little bit of chunks of strawberry in the ice cream. So this is exactly what we're looking for. All right, so now the next thing that we're going to be incorporating into our bowl is we're going to be including sugar. Now you can add sugar naturally or you can enhance the flavor of the sugar itself. For us, we're going to be using raw unfiltered honey as a little bit of a substitute. So we're going to pop this open and we are going to squeeze this in. That looks like a good amount of honey. We don't need that much. Just enough to be able to add some sort of sweetness flavor. Now, one thing I completely forgot to add in and tell you guys earlier, you are going to need your vanilla extract for making the ice cream part of this. So let's grab our vanilla extract. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need to get this pure vanilla extract. This has no sugar in it and it does have alcoholic content. So keep that in mind when pouring this in because you might need to balance out that bitterness from the alcohol with sugar. So hopefully the honey will balance that out. We might need to add some more sugar, but we will see. Incorporate it all together. And then we're going to add in the half and half. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to need is you're going to grab your half and half and you're going to give this a good shake because you don't want it to clump up and you want it to be nice and creamy. So I'm going to give it a nice shake. And then you're going to grab yourself your half and half measuring cup that you used earlier and you are going to pour in your half and half. We're going to grab our whisk. So we're going to whisk it in. I obviously spoke a lot of half and half, so we are going to fix that in a minute. But you're going to slowly pour and incorporate this half and half into your mixture. Right. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for this type of consistency. You don't want it to be really nice and red, which is really nice because I don't have to add any food coloring. Let the color speak for itself. Now, in order to have this not clump up, just like the last video, you want to really give it a nice shake. Clumping is part of the natural process of heavy whipping cream because you can actually make, believe it or not, mayo or even butter out of heavy whipping cream. Anyway, we're going to take our half a cup measuring spoon and we're going to pour in the heavy whipping cream. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to slowly pick this up and be very careful. You don't want to spill it because the measurement is very important when it comes to heavy whipping cream. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your whisk and you're going to slowly incorporate the heavy whipping cream into your ice cream mixture. You can do counterclockwise, clockwise, whatever your preference is. Just keep mixing and going in multiple different ways until the full amount of heavy whipping cream is fully incorporated into the ice cream mixture itself. In a minute, we're going to be giving it a taste test to make sure everything is up to par and tastes good. But you want to keep tasting it until it tastes right. Because if it tastes pretty good, as in liquid form, that is what it's going to taste like when it is fully hardened. Now keep in mind as well, ice cream, when it is a little bit colder or frozen, will enhance and bring out that natural sweetener. So keep that in mind as well. So if it tastes sweet, do not add any more sweet to it. Now it's officially time for to taste the ice cream mixture to make sure it tastes up to good. We're looking for the sweetness and the enhancement of the strawberry flavor. We might need to add stuff to it. We're going to try it right now. It's pretty good. It tastes very similar to strawberry. We just need to add a little bit more sweetener to it to bring out more of that strawberry flavor. With the strawberries very note here, we just need to bring a little bit more sweetener to it, and then we'll be all set to go. Right sugar consistency. Even though honey is really good, honey is a little bit harder to account for in terms of sweetness. We want to enhance the flavor of the strawberry, so we're going to use our good old-fashioned organic cane sugar. You're going to need to grab yourself 1/4 measuring cup, and we're going to incorporate this into the ice cream mixture itself. So this is the amount of sugar that you're looking for. And we are going to do just like we did with the heavy whipped cream. We are going to slowly incorporate and whisk at the same time. And I'm not sure how much sugar we're going to need because we're going to give it another taste test to ensure sweetness because it already has honey already incorporated into it. So we might need less sugar than most recipes call. Now this is my own recipe. This is not like online, so you're not going to find this recipe online until I make a website on it. But this is my own homemade recipe, so I do hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know if you guys decide to go make this ice cream at home for yourself as well. Take a little testing spoon. I basically got 3 because I feel like 3 is the magic number for when determining whether or not something tastes right. This is perfect. This is exactly the flavor that we're looking for when making strawberry ice cream. Okay, so now it's officially time for us to assemble our ice cream maker machine. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your frozen bowl and make sure that it's completely crystallized. We have a lot of crystals in here, so I'm looking for that. So that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for this type of texture. This is how you know it's completely frozen. If your freezer is at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the ice cream will not work as directed. Make sure the freezing bowl is at the optimal temperature of 0 degrees Fahrenheit in order for ice cream to actually form correctly. So now that we pop this in, we are going to insert this into the hole and we are going to lock it in. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to try to figure out where the hole is. All right. Okay, now we found the hole. We're going to plug this into the outlet. And we are going to turn this guy on. So now we have our little hole in the opening, which is right here. We're going to pour our ice cream mixture into this hole. And mix as you pour in. Alright, so now this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for this amount of strawberry ice cream. And I would say in order for this ice cream to form, because it is a little bit more on the liquid side, you're going to want to keep it in the ice cream mixture for roughly around 30 to 40 minutes. And you're going to need to get yourself a nice, clean, airtight Tupperware to insert this in to let it sit for about an additional 2 hours at 0 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 hours at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Just sit for about roughly 30 to 40 minutes, and you can actually check on it within 25 minutes increments to see how it's doing. Sometimes ice cream could be ready and formed within 25 minutes, but if it's not, then wait the full 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so now the next part that we're going to do to be able to incorporate our strawberry shortcake and give it that kind of taste that we're looking for, you're going to now need your caramelized biscuits or whatever version of cookie that you're using. You can use shortbread, wafers, whatever your heart desires. A really good brand, tastes amazing. You can get this at your local Aldi's. You are going to need your hammer. You know, take a really nice one. You can use your hand if you want. I'm going to use a nice hammer, and this is going to be really good, especially if you have pent-up frustration from all day. This will really be a great way for you to let it out. You're also going to need your Ziploc bag. We're going to put the cookies or biscuits in this bag, and you're also going to need a cutting board that you're going to use so that when you put the cookies on this, you're able to smash it and break it up pretty evenly. You're also going to need your airtight container to smash up biscuits in, or the shortbread if you want to call it that. We're going to put our shortbreads in this airtight container and then layer the ice cream in the center, add a little bit of strawberry, and then top that off again with some more shortbreads. So now when you actually, believe it or not, have this machine out and situated and it's running, make sure you put it in an area where there is cool and not anywhere near like an oven or a stove or a refrigerator, or even better yet, on top of a dishwasher, because you don't want any sort of heat radiating. Otherwise, that will affect how well the ice cream sets. A little bit easier. I'm actually going to try it because I'm actually curious to see what it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. I need some water after this. Really good. Really good. Oh my god, this is so good. It tastes like Scooby-Doo snacks. I'm actually have to buy this for myself. Alright, gonna take the Ziploc bag. We're gonna pop a couple in. You can look at the sides. The sides are pretty big. They're about roughly, I would say about 2 inches in terms of length. So about 2 inches of shortbread. I would say you'll roughly need about 3.5. You can even get a fourth. After we'll just get a fourth. We'll just put in a fourth. You might need some more, but because it is a small Ziploc bag, do not overfill it, because when you smash it, it will become powder. And you'd always do it again and repeat until it's completely done. Okay, so now that we have our cookies and shortbreads in the bag, we are now going to get ourselves ready to start smashing. You're not going to want to use this side because it might be a little too rough and pop too many holes inside the bag. You're going to use the flatter side. And get this at your local Dollar Tree. A good amount, this is what we're looking for. Now you can do this easily with a processor, but I did not want to create more cleaning for myself, so why would I even bother? Alright, so we're going to pop it into the airtight container. We're going to try to get a good layer of crumbs, so we're going to do it a couple times. I'll say about 3 times to be able to get the full bottom coverage, and then that should be good enough. Exactly what we're aiming for. This is all that we want. Okay, so we are roughly around the 30 to 40 minute mark. And you can kind of see right here in the ice cream mixture, this is the consistency that we're looking for. So we're going to get ourselves ready to prep the ice cream into its airtight container and finish it off. And oh wow, it comes right off easy just like that. And we're going to set this aside, but I'll pop the machine out so it doesn't sit in any sort of ice cream mixture. Kind of keep the machine separate, and we're going to pop this into the sink itself out of its container. So we already took that off. We're going to put this aside because we don't need it. And you're going to, oh, look at that, look at that. Okay, so look at this. You know the ice cream is really good already when you start to see this type of crunchy texture, which is exactly what we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on the airtight container just like this, because we are going to take it out and eat it later like cake batter. But right now what we're going to do is you're going to take your spatula and you're going to pour this in all over that shortbread that we done. So we'll put that in there. Just like this. Now you can kind of see the strawberries already incorporated, and I'll show you that in a minute. You see the strawberry little pieces are incorporated throughout the ice cream, but this is probably one of the best consistencies I've ever seen for any ice cream that I made so far, and I made a lot of flavors. But this definitely takes the cake, for sure. If you have any ice cream recommendations that you would like for me to be able to do, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so now that we have our ice cream mixture all set, we're just going to try to break this down as much as we can with our spatula, just to kind of get this area some sort of coverage. It's okay if the shortbread's a little bit mixed in. It's all part of the ice cream, so I don't mind it. And people would not care, trust me. If you care, then I guess that's a you problem, not a me problem. Accident happened in the kitchen. Just gotta learn how to deal with it, you know? It's all part of the experiment, it's all part of the process. Nothing's ever perfect. And that's what we try to tell people here on this channel. Alright, so now that we have our ice cream mixture already set, we're now going to add a little bit of more of the shortbreads on top, and then we're going to add a little bit of strawberries, and we're done. Okay, so here are some two different things that you can do to incorporate the strawberry on the top of your ice cream. You can use some more of that defrosted frozen strawberries that you have set aside for you. If you're going to make another batch, then I would just hold on to this and would recommend you use maybe like a strawberry jam or something like that. Or you don't even have to at all. It's not necessary, but I am going to do it. I'm going to pop this strawberry organic jam on top because I am going to make another batch of this ice cream because it tastes so good. And although I'm making it for my coworkers, I do want some for myself as well because I love strawberry ice cream, and it's got to be one of the best strawberry ice creams I've ever tasted. And of course, it was done by me. This is not being cocky or anything like that. And I'm genuinely proud of my work, and I have admitted on camera when something is good, when something is bad. It's okay to admit that. It's okay to be real with yourself. Alright, so now that we have our ice cream set aside, we are going to pop this open. If I can even get the lid to be open. I'm not that strong if you haven't realized that already. I'm not exactly sure. Whew. I recommend, if that's too difficult, which it is for me, maybe stick with the bag. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our last tasting spoon. We have 3. We want to use 2. We're going to take our strawberry mixture, which is on the top. It's a jam, by the way, but it's organic jam, so really, really good brand. And you're just going to lightly just sprinkle that in, and we're going to mix it in a minute. And we're going to be very careful not to disturb the bottom, so that's what we're looking for, is to not disturb the bottom mixture of the shortbread cookies. That's not what we're looking to do. We're just looking to slightly swirl it in. So what we're going to do is going to take your spoon, it kind of goes like this, kind of break it up a little bit. Try not to mix or disturb the bottom. You just want that strawberry flavor to be very potent on the top. So when you scoop it, it kind of has more of that even scoop. That looks like enough jam, so we're not going to take another scoop of the strawberry, but it's going to leave it just like this. This is how it should look. It looks good, it looks delicious, it looks yummy. And we're just going to do the same thing that we did before. Now you can either choose to just break this up, or you can choose to smash it. I'm going to smash it just to kind of give a little bit of crumbs. And for this piece, you're only going to need the same amount of tools that we used last time when we were making this. You're going to need your hammer, your biscuit, and your little handy dandy bag. I'm going to say roughly, you're going to need roughly around 2 of these caramelized biscuits, and that's really all you need. I don't really see you needing anything else. And then we're going to pop it into the freezer at roughly around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, because we're going to let it sit for about 2 hours before serving. And if you only have a freezer that sits for about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, then let this sit for about 4 hours before serving. Okay, that looks like enough. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, because you want to get that evenly spread out, but you don't want to use too many cookies. Because I'm making another one of these because it looks so good. We're just going to lightly sprinkle this on top. Make sure when you're doing this, your hands are cleaned. It's important for your hands to be clean. Now look at that. Look how good and delicious this is. You're not going to find it at a general ice cream store. Now you just made yourself a fancy homemade strawberry ice cream. Delicious. It's yummy. I cannot wait to try this later. Now that we have our container with the ice cream inside, we put the airtight seal on it. Make sure you have an airtight container. And you're going to pop it into your freezer at 0 degrees Fahrenheit for the best optimal results, and leave it in there for about 2 hours before serving, or leave it in there until you're ready to serve. And if you have a 32-degree Fahrenheit freezer, let it sit for about 4 hours before serving so it can be warmed up enough that it has the consistency of ice cream. You're going to need to let it set just kind of come out of the icing machine does not mean it's ready to serve. It needs time to sit and almost basically rise up essentially. Anyway, we're gonna let it sit in the freezer and I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay guys, so I'm with my coworkers right now. We're trying our strawberry shortcake in a moment, but I already made 2 batches. We already had 1 pint of ice cream the other day. It was really good. I really like it. And it really had really real fruit in it. As you guys all know, we were putting real fruit. And it was so good. It was enhanced by the flavor and that strawberry juice that it was sitting in when it defrosted in the fridge really brought out the flavor. And I'm so excited for my coworkers to try it. Go ahead and make this at home if you haven't done so already. Okay, so I got my ice cream right now. We're gonna give it a nice try and see how delicious this looks when you're around the other way. Could really see the color out of this ice cream. Nice and healthy. Can't wait to try it. This is something you would get at your Ralph's. This is really good.
It is really good. You should open up an ice cream store.
I know. Because you gotta try my other food. It's really good. I told some of the coworkers today, I'm gonna make actual real like dinner. You could bring it in here too with the ice cream. This is really good, guys. You have to make this if you haven't done so already. It's phenomenal. I think this is better than like store-bought, even going to like a homemade ice cream store.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So make this at home. It's really good. It has only a few ingredients. The ingredients that I use is actually healthier than just all these preservatives that they add into the stuff. Highly recommend it. Go home, try it, make it, and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of today's video.